All right, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are out there. Again, Merchant Services Slayers. Again, my name is Carson Cook. Thank you so much for tuning into the page, guys. If you can, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe this video to anyone out there that might take really good use of this information. And also invite them to the page, guys. We have a lot of really good stuff on this page. Sorry for not doing a video for a very long time. We've been very busy in the office, getting stuff done. And today I want to talk about a very heavily debated topic, actually a topic that was heavily debated a couple weeks ago on a few other merchant services pages. And it's something that we specialize in, guys. We've been working with cash discounting for over, I think, 12, 15 years now, along with like its original, not its original creator, but one of its original prospectors was Randy Valeska at DTI, right? Putting out the feelers out there. So we've been selling it for a long time, which means that we know how to sell it. And one of the things that we want to talk about today, the heavily debated topic, okay, is first off is selling cash discount or surcharging at 4% and nothing below that. It is a heavily debated topic because some people say, okay, it's okay to go below 4%. It's okay to go to 2.5%. Don't bash anyone who does. And that's not what we're here to do today. I'm not here to bash people that go below 4%, but I am going to advise people that there is a certain way to sell cash discounting. And this minor situation or this minor topic that tends to be heavily debated is really not that big of a deal. It's easy to sell around. It's an objection that's a concern that I think our agents learned to sell around maybe 9, 10 years ago. Not a big deal. It should be sold at 4%. I mean, it's logical, it's profitable, it's a win-win situation for everybody. And for those that go below that percentage, go below 4%, charging to the customer for a very specific reason. So today, we're going to talk about 3 different ways or thoughts or processes around why you should sell cash discounting or surcharging in certain states at 4%, okay? And it's important to get all this stuff because at the end of the day, if you're selling below that or you're getting put in the corner by a merchant, okay, that's a sales problem. That's not a product problem. This product is designed to be very profitable at 4%, and it's designed to be profitable at 4% a lot. Not, oh, I make enough profit at 2%. That's a cop-out. That's garbage. So we're going to talk about that today and why that's just a stupid idea. So number one, first off, is you know one, you know them all, okay? Now the biggest component and the answer that I have to merchants that say, can we go below 4% when I do cash discounting is like, sure, of course you can. You can charge below 4%. You can actually technically with cash discounting charge as much as you want if you do dual pricing. And that's the type of pricing that we do. But the problem is, Mr. Merchant, if you want to go below 4%, what's the point? The point is that you are going to have customers complain. That is a given. And if you watch all of our videos, all my videos or Craig's videos, we talk about that it's okay to tell the merchant that customers will complain. It's going to be a part of this program and it's going to be a part of life. Does that mean that it's worth the profit that they win back? No, it's not. They're going to lose a few customers. Fine. They're not going to go out of business. Okay. And at the end of the day, we have not seen real customers that have been trained on the program properly to actually go out of business. It doesn't happen. And if you've heard stories like that, it's all bull crap. Okay. Unfortunately, it's not true. So if you know one, you know them all. So I say, Mr. Merchant, you do understand that the customers that will complain at 4% will also complain at 3.5. They will also complain at 2. They'll also complain at 2.5, and they'll also complain at 1. Hell, the same customers will complain at 0.5%. Anything additional, those same customers will complain. And believe it or not, the customers that complain the most tend to actually be your best customers, especially in a retail setting, at a restaurant, a grocery store, so on and so forth. They might complain, but they will come back. If your product's good enough, they will come back, whether it's 4%, 5%, 2%, 3%, or 4%. Most cash discounting programs should be sold at 4%. So Mr. Merchant, yes, it's not a big deal if it's 4%. It's not going to make any difference if it's 2.5 or 4. At the end of the day, you're going to have the same number of customers complaining, so it's completely irrelevant. Okay? That brings us to point number 2, is that literally this discussion between you as an agent and the merchant about 4% to 2% or 2.5 or can I lower it is ridiculous because both of you are dancing around the real objection. And the real objection with most cash discounting objections, if you haven't learned anything from these videos, is that merchants just don't want to charge their customer because of the fear of losing business. So essentially they feel in their heart and in their soul that if they charge a little bit less, they'll lose less customers. They also feel that if they charge this way that most customers won't notice just as much as they would at the 4%. I can tell you right now, Mr. Merchant, the same customers that don't notice at 2.5% or 1% will also not notice at 4%. 4% is not a drastic jump. It's not that much more money. Okay, it makes a lot more of a difference and it's more of a benefit to the processing company, the ISO that you work with, and your commission paycheck than it does for a merchant at 2.5% or 4%. And I don't want to hear any bull crap about high tickets either. So all of us on this page that want to talk about the issue of, oh, well, it's a high ticket, it's not for everybody, is complete bull crap. Okay, at the end of the day, someone buying something for over $100 wants to make that investment in that item, which means they're willing to trade that monetary currency for that item. And people think about stuff when they buy things over $100. Doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor, you still think about spending $100 on something. Trust me, I know this. So at the end of the day, if you really want that item for above $100, like a car, a down payment on this, a wedding dress, and you want to complain about 4%, okay, the argument there is that you really want that item, and you're not more than likely not going to go somewhere else. So specialty items especially, cash discounts, perfect. Concert events, oh, I'm not going to buy my concert ticket now to go see the band that I love because of the 4%. I'm going to go somewhere else. Okay, oh, I want to buy the car somewhere else because of the 4%. Guys, that really doesn't happen. We all like to say maybe 1 in a million customers, but at the end of the day, the profit the merchant makes back on charging the 4% is not worth the 2 or 3 customers in profit in the first place. So there's no argument there. You can't beat me on this. So dancing around the real objection should be a situation where you need to address it. So you might want to say, Mr. Merchant, I know that you don't want to charge 4%, but you're okay at 2.5. At the end of the day, are you really just afraid that you're going to lose business in the first place? So at the end of the day, if you have to come down from 4% to 3.5 and then down to 3, and then the next guy tries to beat you and bring you down to 2.5, okay, you're just dancing around the real objection of, am I going to lose business? Okay, and if you address that correctly, 4% is a very minimal concern and a very small objection in the scheme of selling cash discount. Number 3, it is not okay to leave profit on the table. I don't care what topics you guys put out there on other pages and say it's okay, I make enough money. Bullshit, okay? It's not okay to put profit on the table. If it doesn't make sense. Based off of the 2 points, circling back around the 2 points I made before, if you do these correctly, okay, then it's a cop-out to say that, oh, I make enough money because I go around charging my customer 2.5% and there's still enough profit. That doesn't make any sense. That's the same as the merchant saying, I don't want to do cash discount because I already make enough money, which is another big cop-out. So the answer to that objection is, well, you obviously make enough money, right? Yes. Okay, I've owned a lot of different businesses. I've got 5 businesses, this, that, blah, 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 and I don't need to do cash discount because I have enough money. Well, you obviously got to this point of where you don't need enough money. You have generational wealth and you have this and you have that because you've made smart financial choices, correct? Yeah. So then at the end of the day, it's a cop-out to say that I have enough money, I'm willing to waste this much money. You're actually just saying you're afraid to lose business. That's what you're saying, not I have enough money. So it's the same thing here, is that I don't want to leave profit on the table. It's not okay to say, oh, I can charge 2.5% as an agent and I make enough money, when you know you could have just sold it right at 4%, made enough profit, saved the merchant a ton of money, had the same complaints he would have to deal with before with the same merchant anyway, the same recloses, the same issues anyway, and walked away with 2% more profit for yourself or your ISO. So at the end of the day, this issue right now between the 4%, the 2%, and this argument is a sales issue. It's poor sales training. That's all it is. So if you'd like to learn how to sell cash discounting at 4% and get around this silly little objection within 5 seconds of a merchant bringing it up, then DM me in the comments, let me know. Pay attention to this video, rewatch it, but realize this is a very minor objection to deal with, and it shouldn't be a huge concern on the page or anything like that. At the end of the day, yes, every cash discount deal you should sign, you sign it at 4%. Deflect the objection, get past it, okay, answer the merchant's concerns, but go right at it. And that's what I love to do. I say, Mr. Merchant, you know one, you know them all. You're gonna have the same customers complain at 4%, 2%, shit, 8%, it's not gonna matter. At the end of the day, you don't wanna charge your customers, and I get that, but lowering it by a little bit of a percentage is not gonna make that big of a difference. At the end of the day, if you're on board with cash discounting, you're on board with it, and if you're not, you're not. My job is to get you on board with this program, end of story. To go through the benefits, to make sure you understand the concerns and the fact that you are currently wasting money that you don't have to anymore, and put it back in your pocket. So it's silly to say, can I just charge 2.5%? Okay, this falls along the same objection, guys, as, well, I can just do it myself at 2.5. It's the same thing, same issue. At the end of the day, that makes sense, Mr. Merchant, but we would like to make a profit too. And yes, we make a killing on this. But at the end of the day, we're still gonna make less than how much you save on going with our program. So you're technically making more profit on your own account by doing 4% than we are. So at the end of the day, why don't we do this? We'll put this money back in your pocket, you can put it back to good use. Let's make some big decisions here. Okay, they're gonna save you a ton of money, put on your pants, go out there and sell this deal. So stop making excuses on having to lower from 4% to whatever. Hell, if we could sell it at 8%, I'd sell it at 8%. At the end of the day, it's profit. And making good financial profitable decisions is in the business owner's right, okay? And it's in their nature, and it's exactly why we have freedom in America and free commerce. So at the end of the day, no, it's not okay to leave profit on the table. Go get that money, go help merchants, go save them some money, and don't make excuses. So let's rock and roll, guys. I'll see you out there on the sales board. Let's kick some ass, and I'll see you soon.